So every day it was the same thing that either, is my ass on the line, it's my credit, it's not yours. And I told him, don't worry about it. You will get your money. And I gave him my first $500. Now, I should have had it in writing, but again, my trust, my trust was broken by him. He he made me believe, you know, that he was gonna help me out. He said he got like he's told me, and while I was in Reno, that he's tired of seeing me in poverty. He's tired of seeing me me struggling trying to make ends meet. And he said, I'm gonna help you out. I'm going to help you out. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me. And for 3 weeks, I actually used the Ford Focus. Now, I made $500 and something first week. The second week, I made 1,100 and something. The third week, I made 632, 43, 42. But anyways, I gave him my first 500. I paid off my debts, which I owed. And I told him, look, dude, man, this it's a good car. Don't get me wrong, but wow, the gas mileage is a little bad. I told you to get a Chevy Volt. Nah, it's okay. Like, okay, whatever. So he took the car in. We took it once, and we told him about the situation. That was on the second week while I was driving it. We took it in. They said, oh, you got to go past 3,000 miles because the car needs to, well, you have to break into the car, into the engine. And I was like, no, I don't think you have to break into the engine. No, you do. So you can loosen up all the seals and everything. And I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me my friend here bought himself a brand new car with a rebuilt engine? He goes, no, it's not. It's a brand new engine. Okay. No, it's the engine has to be breaking into for all the seals to be loose and everything. And like, no, you're describing of a rebuilt engine, sir, not a brand new engine. Maybe what you're trying to say is you're trying to have the computer recognize the vehicle after 3,000 miles, as in not only the driver, but the engine also. And he was like, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. And I'm like, well, you know how that works, right? He goes, yeah, it's depending on how fast you go, the braking and all that. And I was like, wow, you really don't know anything about engines, do you? And computers. And not to mention you're in the service department. Wow. Now, let me tell you what I think I know what needs to be done. And he's like, okay. What you're trying to say, which you don't know because I guess they haven't told you yet from the Ford company, is that it's the computer needs to calculate how much fuel and air ratio is going inside the combustion chamber. If that's what you're trying to say, then that's what you need to say. Don't think about it, or you're not trying to tell us about it, because I know there's some dealerships that are just that shady. So he goes, yeah, well, yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay, no problem, whatever. So we drove it. I drove it for more than actually about 4,000 miles, and it smelled like burnt clutch. And the dealer told us that it has this new system that it has a double clutch. Like, double clutch? I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Now, as I'm driving it, I told the guy, like, hey, Tim, dude, check it out. It smells like burnt clutch, man. Nah, I think it's something else. It has to, something you break into the engine. Like, wow. He's more of a dingleberry than the other guy, as I'm thinking about it. So I'm like, okay. Well, I lift up the hood, and like, oh wow, what's that smell? It smells like what? Like something burning. Like I said, that's what I smell. That's what I smell every time I stop and I have the windows down. He goes, okay, well, we're gonna take it into the dealership and see what we can do. Okay. I'm like, well, if you do decide to trade it in, make sure you get a hybrid. Get a used hybrid. What does he do, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen? What does he do? He gets a 2016 Ford Fusion hybrid. And all I can say is, why are you buying a new one? Now the total cost is $39,000 and something dollars. Now I remember when he got it, he was telling me now he was really telling me how he's gonna be on my ass about it because it's a brand new car. Like, yeah, every car is brand new, duh. I know that. I want to be on your ass. Yeah. I know. Whatever. Shut up. I'm tired of it. Listening to this shit over and over again. So when you're doing Uber, you don't tell the insurance company, hey, look, I'm doing Uber. Why? Because they don't like to hear that. Because if you do get in a car accident, guess what? They will find out if you were doing Uber or not. So I told him, dude, do not tell them you're doing Uber. Might as well let me take the car over to the insurance company. He says no, his mom's going to do it. Okay. So he goes and his mom goes over there and everything. His mom finally takes the vehicle down to the insurance company. Insurance company asks, oh, what is your son going to be doing with it? Oh, he's going to be doing Uber. So here's what happens. The insurance company calls and asks him to come over. Can you please come over? We need to talk to you. Okay, sure, no problem. He goes in, talks, and tells him that all these scary stories about Uber and how he's not going to get covered. So from that day, I did not know. But I asked him, hey, did you tell him that I was going to do Uber? No, I didn't tell him you were going to do Uber. Okay. And then I remember correctly, I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and he forgot to hang up the phone. He just put his phone on his pocket. So I heard the whole conversation. Hey man, hey, come here. Yeah, you do Uber, right? Yeah, I do Uber. Yeah, so Uber's covered, right? Yeah, Uber covers the car. Okay, no problem. See, now he tells him how I'm gonna be doing Uber with the car. So this guy tells his insurance company that he's not gonna be doing Uber, that I am. My friend is. Now, when I asked him like 3 days later about it, he says he never told the insurance company that I was going to do Uber. What a crack of bullshit. Bullshit! So, after that, for a whole month, I had to live off $500, which is not bad. I can live off $100, And he just keeps on telling me, yeah, man, yeah, next week, you're going to get the car next week. Oh, it has a screw on the tire. Oh, I just got to get this thing. Oh, my mom needs the car because her car's in the shop. All these excuses. Well, I'm not making any money. So I tried going for Uber. Uber says, you know what, you're qualified to get a car. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, I didn't have enough money for the down payment. So I confronted him about it, and we actually sat down. We spoke about it, and he said that, no, that's not going to happen because you don't seem to understand the consequences. And I'm like, you must be really stupid if you think I don't know the consequences. I mean, my friend is driving a very expensive car doing Uber. What do you think? And he goes and asks his friend, our friend, like, what do you think? Hey, he goes, I'm making money every day at San Francisco, $300 to $400 to $600 a day. And I'm like, wow, okay. So still, he didn't say no. But after that, he just kept ignoring the thing about the car.